Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Today, if you've noticed, I've been going through some Nulus a lot lately. Kind of still on that Nulu kick. This right here is the favorite one I have to date. Doesn't mean there's some excellent ones out there that I haven't tried yet. Would love to get one that's been honey barreled. There's a few others out there I'm still hunting on. But when it goes to Nulu, this is the one that I've been kind of leaning on the most. So this right here, this is coming in at 118 proof, and this is a Georgia only. And this is the Nulu small batch toasted. Definitely like this one. I've had a few other people try this, and they've liked it a lot as well. So this is MGP juice. They go ahead and put it in that virgin oak barrel to start, and then eventually they cask it into another toasted barrel. And that process releases some extra flavors. It does something with the oak to maybe get some different sugars out of it and things like that, along with giving it a different flavor profile. So let's go ahead and open this up, and let's give it a nose and see what we got. If you can't tell, I've had quite a few pours of this one, and definitely enjoyed it. And also, if you hadn't noticed, there's another bottle over here I've been working on, and needless to say, I haven't been a very good caretaker of this bottle. As I get close to the ends of bottles, if it's not enough for a good pour, I tend to pour it in here. I try to take notes sometimes on what I'm doing so I know what's in there. But I'll tell you, I didn't do a good job on this one. So I know that I'm going to add some more things to this and fill it up. And would like to get into subscribers' hands, but I'll make sure that I do a good job of taking notes on what's in the rest of the way for an infinity bottle for a subscriber in the future. But you may see this getting filled up more and more. And when it gets filled, I'll figure out when I'm going to get this one out. So Nulu toasted. Definitely been on kind of a toasted kick. Definitely been on a Nulu kick. And this one's been a fan favorite of mine lately. You get caramel, you get some peanut in here. Getting the oak, getting vanilla, you're kind of getting the meat and potatoes of what a good bourbon should have, in my opinion. Just smells super, super sweet. This has a lot of spice on the tongue, which is really nice. It's not super viscous, but it does have a nice viscosity to it. But you get a lot of pepper on it right off the bat. You get caramel on it right off the bat. A lot of sweet on the back of the palate too, which is something that I like. I like not only to get hit with the up front, but I like it as it rolls back through the tongue. You get that sweet, you get that brown sugar, caramel going on. And now as it's finishing, this has a nice long finish. I kind of get some of the peanut notes, a little bit of leather, a little bit of tobacco, definitely some of the oak going through there. And it gives you a nice little hug. Now this drinks to proof. It doesn't burn you up hot, but you can feel the proof in this, which is something that I enjoy. I mean, there's certain things that have a lot better mouth feels and drink a lot less proof, which are nice too. This does drink its proof, but it's not burning me up. Definitely like the difference in how it hits different areas of your palate. I like where you're getting some of the sweet, and getting some of the pepper. You get some of the peanut that comes up back, and I'm getting a lot more of the peanut in the finish than I am up front. I got it on the nose, and I'm getting more in the finish. Like the sugars that come with this, those know I like sweeter bourbons, and that's just me. You may not like them as sweet as I do, but I find them outstanding. Um, Still finishing on this. Wow, this is very good. And this is a Georgia only bottle. I'm sure that they've done them for a lot of different states, which is pretty cool. So I like, that you have a different experience maybe from the different states, how they may be doing it. This definitely gets easier and easier to drink the more you sip on it. Getting a little bit of cinnamon through it now. It's getting almost kind of like a little bit of a light French toasty taste that I'm getting to it now, which I really, really am liking. And if you can see how those droplets are coming down, it's got a nice cascade of the oils on there. But I'm thinking about doing something in the future with some Nulus. I've got a bunch of them. I think it would be neat to maybe potentially get maybe a sample pack together as far as kind of a Nulu sample pack. I know that they can be kind of costly, but love to share bourbons. Maybe as I get more and more of the Nulus together, maybe I could put together a good sample pack to let somebody else try some of these in the future and get their thoughts on them, because everyone's flavor and profiles and the way they taste things are a little bit different. I mean, there's certain things we taste the same, but there's certain things people enjoy differently. So I'd be interested to see what somebody else's thoughts were on some of the Nulu. So maybe we can get that together in the future. I think that I would like that. Um, Let me know some of your thoughts on Nulus. Give me some other ones that I need to be looking at. I know I did the toasted rye. I've got the small batch toasted bourbon that's a Georgia only. I've got the tawny port barreled one. I've been doing a lot of Nulus lately, so I think I've got another one that I haven't cracked yet, so I have to crack that and check that out. But give me some other ones. I think someone had talked about an apple brandy. I think that was the Bloody 81. I know Terrence has said, "Hey, have you tried the honey cast one?" So there's some other Nulus that I'm hunting as well. But excellent pour for me. Definitely enjoy the Nulu. I know it hits a lot of targets for me and checks for me. I like the MGP, like the toasted, like the sweeter. So it does a lot for me. But also looking at some thoughts on this, my thoughts on this bottle right here is, if it's going to be an infinity bottle, got to put something super nice in there. So maybe a couple super nice things. Maybe a little bit of the double oaked over here, maybe some of the George T. Stagg, maybe some of the Widow Jane or some other things in here, because I've got some pretty interesting bottles. And if you're going to get a bottle out to somebody, you're going to give a gift to somebody, make sure it's a gift that you would like to receive yourself. That's something I always got from my dad, is if you're going to give a gift to somebody, make sure it's something you would want. So if I was to get an infinity bottle and someone said, "Hey, I got some George C. Stagg and I got some 13 double colony oaked in there and I got a couple other things in there," that would interest me and I would really enjoy that. But that's just me thinking out loud. But you all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for growing the channel. At the end of it all, you guys are the ones that help guide where this channel goes, which I truly appreciate. You help me grow as a person. Um, I hope you guys have an amazing. We've got to be Wednesday now. I hope you guys have an amazing downhill slide for the weekend. Anytime after lunch on Wednesday, call it the downhill slide, because we're sliding into the weekend now. Have a great night.